Hello everyone and welcome to today's Pilates practice. Just have a look around you, make sure you've got your mat and your head blocks and you're ready to start. Taking a lovely breath in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out, really coming into the room, setting your mind to your Pilates practice, taking time for yourself. We're going to come into our neutral position in standing. So as we start, we're going to rock forwards and backwards. There's always an invitation to work off the mat. And as always, if you need to wear shoes when you're standing for any foot problems, please ensure that you wear them. So forwards and backwards, really noticing how your weight moves through the body. And as you do this, imagine you've got a long string pulling yourself up to the ceiling. And let's go side to side. Really staying lengthened through the spine. And then coming to rest. Checking that your feet are hip width apart. We're going to bend and straighten our knees. And being aware to come into that stance where your legs are straight, but your knees are slightly soft. From here, just go backwards and forwards and see if you can keep that same position in your knees. And then when you next come to rest, just check how even the weight feels between your feet, as if you're making two perfect footprints in the sand. From here, let's align that pelvis, so rocking forwards and backwards, as if we're tipping a bucket, rocking forwards and back, coming to rest in that neutral spine position. I can notice when I do this that my lower abdominals are just slightly lifted and my bottom is very gently tucked under. We are all built differently, so some of you will notice that it's easier to do this than others. I'm going to imagine my pelvis as a ring, a lovely big bowl, and I'm going to imagine that my upper body is a nice big bowl as well. Just going to stack one bowl on top of the other. So if I look down, my breastbone is aligned with my belly button. My collarbones are gently open, my shoulder blades are soft as if they've got weights on the base of the shoulders. My head is floating up tall. I'm going to rest my hands gently on my belly. I'm going to notice as I breathe in, where does that breath go? I'm going to breathe out. Maybe I'm going to put my hand up on my chest. Breathing in and out. And just see for the last couple of breaths, if you're able to draw the breath a little bit lower down into the belly. Allowing our ribs to stretch from the inside, our diaphragm to expand, which in turn helps open some of those abdominal muscles. And one more. Now, throughout this warm-up, I'm going to be cueing you to engage your core and giving you some examples of breath work. As always, if this feels too much, just please go at your own pace. So taking that lovely breath in, engage that inner core muscle, and as we breathe out, we're going to turn our head to the side, warming up our neck, breathing in, and then breathing out, trying to keep that core engaged. Just breathing in and out as we move. Noticing your alignment, feeling long through the head and the neck. And if you feel comfortable, let's take that chin onto the chest, coming up and round. And up and round. Trying to keep your upper abdominals soft. It's just your inner core that's working. From here, let's side bend, taking a breath in to prepare, breathing out, just side bend away. Feeling the breath come into those ribs, staying here, or if you'd like, just bring that arm over. In and out. All of us will have different flexibility. You may be more flexible than me, you may be less flexible. Just listen to your body. And again, breathing in to prepare by engaging that inner core, breathing out. Please keep your arm down if it feels more comfortable. And out. And just staying at that level. If you feel okay in your feet and knees, just come down into a bit of a plie squat. Either keeping the stretch quite low or you're going to take the arm up. We're going to breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out. Breathing in and out. In and out. Changing side, breathing in, breathing out. And the next time we're just going to grow tall. One big stretch. We're going to breathe in, softly bending. Breathing out. And you can do this without bending your knees, just copying the arms. Just warming up those knees very gently. Long through the back. 2 more. Stretching those fingertips up to the ceiling. And last one. Coming back to center. Just walking those feet back to the middle. Checking that we're nice and stacked up. Going to carry on opening up our chest with a really nice exercise called bow and arrow. We're going to breathe in to prepare. We're going to breathe out. We're going to float our arms up. We're going to slide our hands along this arm to open. And then we're going to breathe in. If I do it side on, we're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in, changing sides. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. Breathing in, lengthening through that head, shoulders soft. If you need to rest your arms between the movements, please do. Feel that chest opening. A lot of us spend time a bit more round-shouldered. So you'll see a lot of these exercises create opening through the chest. Let's do one more. Coming back to center, drop those arms down. Give your shoulders a bit of a roll if you need. We're going to flow from here up into our tiptoes, so heel raises. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, just raise up. Breathing in, come down. Holding on if you need. Breathing out, lengthen through the spine. Good. Arm movement if you would like to join in. Breathing out, this is called dumb waiter. Breathing in. As we do this, we're keeping our elbows slightly away from our sides as if they're marshmallows there. It's a very soft movement. It's just about a gentle opening. Breathing out as we raise and open, breathing in as we come back. Trying to engage that inner core muscle. And again, you have an option to just carry on with the calf raises, or even to just carry on with the arms. If you wish, you can stay up, and we're going to do 5 in a row. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 2. And please keep going up and down if that is a better level for you. This is about learning about your body. Come down, and we're going to just walk those feet out. Walk the feet out. Okay. Giving one ankle a little bit of a twist, giving the ankle a bit of a twist, hold on if you need, and just relaxing here. Coming into our roll downs, I'll stand side on. We're going to keep our weight nice and centered, breathing in to engage that deep core. We're going to breathe out, we're going to roll down, bone by bone by bone, as if my fingertips are walking down your spine. Only as far as you naturally can go, keeping your arms soft, breathing in to prepare as you start to stack up. Tucking that tailbone under, feeling those shoulder blades drop down and your head lengthen. And again, breathing in to engage, breathing out. Can you notice if you can keep your weight really centered right over the center of your feet? Maybe each time you notice that you go a little bit further. Maybe you notice that depending on the time of day or what you've done, more or less flexibility, pacing yourself so there's no dizziness. We're going to go again, breathing in to engage, breathing out. Really enjoying that opening of the spine. What does it feel like to move through that back, to allow it to open? And again, moving as comfortable, really seeing, can you tuck that tailbone under? Can you restack? Can you come back up? And then last one, breathing in to engage, breathing out. Rolling down. Bone by bone. Breathing in, tucking that pelvis under. Restacking, finding that center. From here, I always like to do an opposite movement. So we're going to have our hands supporting our low back. We're going to imagine we're leaning over a barrel. So we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to reach our ribs up to the sky, opening up that chest. Breathing in, lowering our ribs down, bone by bone. We're going to engage our core as we breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to lift as far as you feel comfortable, opening that chest to the sky. And we're going to breathe in and we're going to feel our ribs close down. Last time, breathing in to engage, breathing out, really stretch that chest. Trying to lift each of the ribs up. And then as we come back down. Well done. So we're going to just finish off a little warm up with a few hip opening stretches. Really important that we keep our hips nice and open. So first of all, very, very simple stretch. So we're going to take our legs wider than our hips. You can adjust this as you need. Pelvis stays forwards and really think about centering yourself again. I'm going to side lunge. And you're going to notice you feel a stretch in the groin. If this is very intense, can you soften? Can you bend that knee less? If you feel actually that's quite flexible, then you can take the knee a little bit further. Just concentrate on that belly breath if you can. Just breathing in and out. And a stretch should be very soft and gentle, giving your body a chance to warm up and sink into the stretch a bit further. As always, never expect both sides to be the same. So go into every stretch with awareness and respect. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Maybe noticing if there's a difference, one side to the other. And come back to center. And then the last stretch we're going to do for our thighs in this position is our quad stretch. I would encourage people to come off the mat. I would also encourage a lot of you to hold on. Stretches should not challenge our balance unless that's the purpose of the exercise. So we're going to just bring our heel to our bottom, tucking that tailbone under. Now, if any of you can't reach your ankle, you can use a strap. If it is too sore to do that, then you can just bend and straighten your leg. That's a lovely little alternative. So coming into that stretch and hold. And then change side. Notice if it's easier to stretch on this side. And as I said before, if you need, you can come onto the floor. So this is always, you'll get to know me if you're following all my exercises. It's always a bit harder for me to pick up this leg. Tucking that tailbone under, focusing on your breath, holding on as you need, feeling the stretch in the front of that thigh. Stretches should really be gentle, no knee pain. And well done. And just give that a little bit of a shake. Perfect. So before we go onto the mat, you're going to have an opportunity to do some balance exercises. So balance exercises for today. From here, we're going to have a couple of different options for balance. Balance is fundamentally important. You'll get used to me saying the same thing each time. Definitely coming off the mat is easier, making sure that you're somewhere safe, that you can hold on to anything that you want. So, we're going to focus on balance, and you may find that you're going at a different pace to the video. That is okay. The beauty of a video is that you can press pause. I'd like you to think about your breath as you do this, really grounding your foot into the floor and really feeling length through your upper body. The leg that we're standing on has a bit of softness in it, and that's very important. So, level 3 balance today. So off we go, thinking about a bit of softness in our supporting leg. I'll probably show you front on and then show you side on. So we're going to come onto that leg for support. We're going to lift our arms up. So we're going to combine leg and arm movements. So just have a watch. Back and forwards. Back and forwards. Trying to grow tall as you do this. Keep going. And again. Other side. Noticing if there is a difference, and at any point you can go and look at one of the other levels. Breathing out, breathing in. Okay, and again, off we go. Lengthen that leg as far as naturally comfortable for you. Grounding through that supporting foot. Length through the upper body. One more. Other side. Take a moment to find that point. You can add more challenge by doing this on the mat. And then last time. Great work. Feeling that working through the legs. Good control, good core. Okay, last time. And finishing off strong. Perfect. Arms a bit of a shake, legs a bit of shake. Well done. Hello everybody and welcome to your advanced mat work practice. Please make sure you have enough head blocks with you and that you've got your towel if you need. As always, listen to your body. You can pause the video at any time. You can also look at the intermediate level, the beginner level, or any of the technique videos as we go through if you feel you need a bit more of assistance. So we're going to start off having a lie down on our back, coming into that center rest position. Taking a nice deep breath in, breathing out, maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Feet and knees are hip width apart. We have length through the back of our neck all the way up to the crown of our head. Collarbones are open, shoulders are heavy on the mat and our ribs are soft. Toes are relaxed, and at this level we're really trying to be aware of releasing any tension through our jaw, any tension in our abdominals. We're going to find our center, just rocking backwards and forwards, finding your rest position. Following the breath work if you can. At times we won't cue the breath as much if I think it's going to get a little bit too complicated. So to start off, our first few exercises are just to warm us up, to get our body prepared for some of the higher levels. Breathing in to engage, we're going to breathe out, we're going to float our arms up. We're going to come and do some overhead reaches, we're going to breathe into center, keep that core engaged and breathe out, arms go back. Breathing in, circling back round. We're going to breathe out, breathing in. Our ribs stay heavy. We're using this to warm up our shoulders, being really aware of keeping our neutral spine aligned. How does it feel through our head and our neck? Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Just doing one more before we add on a leg combination. Pausing here, going into double leg stretch level 1, breathing in to engage. This time we're going to just hover the foot the tiniest bit off the mat as we lengthen away. Breathing in, come back, keeping your control as we change. Breathing out. Just notice that I'm not extending all the way. I only go as far as I can control. We all have our own flexibility, so we will all be moving differently. And that is okay. Breathing out, breathing in. Noticing if we have a tray of drinks on our hips, how still can we keep our spine? How still can we be through this center when we're changing our legs? Making sure we're trying to be as stable as we can. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Transitioning into opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathing out, pausing, breathing out, pausing as we breathe in, breathing out. Just seeing if you can notice, if you find that you're rocking anymore as we go side to side. Visualize that tray of drinks again. And we're going to start increasing this level. This is an exercise that looks very simple to do, but when we're doing it really effectively, we're staying so still that not only is your inner core engaged, you're noticing those outer abdominal muscles really firing to support us. So we're going to go into continuous movement. So we're going to lengthen away, and as we come back, we're going to change over. So it's like there's this tiny little hop, a tiny little hop. My legs are staying really low. We're not in tabletop for this. If as you do this, you're not aware that your abdominals, your outer abdominals are firing for support, just slow down and focus on your control. So breath work, just continuously breathing in and out, engaging that inner core, keeping really smooth and stable. Keep breathing. Only working at the speed that you can control. Good. We've got 10 more seconds. And then come back to rest. Stretching however you want. You do not have to copy me. If I'm hugging my knees to my chest, you may want to stretch in a different way. So from there, finding your center again, we're going to start coming up into our tabletop position. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, slide that heel back, fold up. Breathe in to hold as we deepen that center muscle, breathe out, coming up. Let's go into some overhead reach and double tabletop, work on our endurance. Breathing in to engage, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, and in. Adding on a leg if you want. Again, as we lengthen away, we're imagining we're turning off a light switch on the other side of the room. Staying as still as we can be. So kind of warming up. Depending on how you're feeling today, come up to the next level. We're going to just change our arm position for this. And we're going to just go forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. If this feels too much, please carry on with the level below. We're just continuously breathing, breathing in and out, just warming up. So as we do this, we're being aware that we're continuously opening our arms, we're working on that abdominal endurance, lengthening those legs away nice and smoothly. 15 more seconds. Still part of our warm-up. Engaging that core. And then arms go down, legs go down, and have a stretch. Coming back to that center. So once again, coming up into our double tabletop, float one leg up, deepen the center, core is engaged, float the other leg up. And this time we're going to go into our opposite arm, opposite leg, just to finish off a bit of our warm up. I'm going to breathe in to engage, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Very nice. And again, it's just some time to see how does it feel if we're doing alternate. How are we going through those abdominal muscles? Trying not to rock. Breathing out as we move away, breathing in, maybe going a little bit slower if you need to be aware of your control. Speed is your friend. It helps you really feel your center. Just lengthening. And if your leg doesn't fully straighten because you need to keep your center still, absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine. And if you feel that your legs are dropping, have a bit of a rest. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I've gone into the same side, haven't I, 1? What happens when I count and down and have a stretch? So hopefully you kept going with opposites. Having a little rock of the pelvis. And then back to center. Let's focus on some core work using abdo prep. So working these upper abdominal muscles. As always, there's a technique teach about this. You can have your head block here if you want. You can get rid of your head block. For those of you that are using a Pilates ball to help support your head, feel free to grab this. Or some of you can use the head pad instead, just to stop. Some of you, it stops you just pulling on your neck. So I'm going to get rid of my pad. I'm going to take my hands. I'm going to just gently have them behind my head. So with abdo prep, as always, the neck and head is relaxed. We're nice and centered. The cue is our ribs draw down. Our ribs draw down rather than our head being yanked and pulled. So from here, keeping your elbows out the corner of your eyes. Some of you, your arms will be a bit flatter than me, depending on how tight your chest is. We're going to breathe in to engage, and as we breathe out, we're going to imagine there's a button here, our ribs draw down, and we're going to come into abdo prep. We're going to breathe in to hold, and we're going to breathe out as we lower down. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, ribs draw down. Breathe in to hold, breathe out. Breathing in, out. All the time, really feeling that peach underneath the chin. There's a slight chin nod, but we shouldn't create that really false double chin as we do this. So breathing in to engage, breathing out. And last one. If you need, again, just have a bit of a stretch. Just moving your arms, moving your legs. And we're going to go and do some pulses. If at any point the pulses feel uncomfortable, if you're straining, just come back to that abdo prep exercise. So once again, supporting your head, taking a lovely breath in, and we're going to pulse for 5 times at the top of the movement. So breathe in to engage, breathe out, fold up, and then we're going to pulse. Ribs draw down to our belly button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Making sure when we pulse, it's really from our ribs. And again, breathing in to engage, breathing out, and just breathing in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to do 4 more rounds, breathing in to engage, breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in to engage, breathing out. Ribs draw down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Breathe in to engage, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one, breathing in to engage, breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Your neck should still be feeling really soft, really relaxed. Your jaw shouldn't be tense. Give it a wiggle, just have a bit of a check. You may find that you want to put your head block back. The next exercise, we're again going to come into a combination, weaving together some of those exercises that we've just done during our warm-up. So from here, find your center. And at any point in this next routine, you can come out of abdo prep. So breathing in to engage, breathing out, make sure you're nice and aware as you come into double tabletop. So just watch the abdo prep position. So we're going to breathe in to engage, we're going to breathe out, we're going to breathe in to hold, and then we're going to just breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. So breathing out as we lengthen away, breathing in as we come back, one leg at a time, long through the head and neck. If this feels quite achievable, start coming into continuous movement of your legs. Really aware that we're gently lengthening. We're trying not to drop those legs down. If you start to feel your legs dropping, tends to mean that you need to rest. Keep encouraging those ribs. Ribs come towards belly button. Ribs come towards belly button, and it feels that you lift up that extra little bit. We're going to keep going. So we've got 15 more seconds. Relax the head. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Core engaged. And gently lower and lower down and have a rest. Again, hands should be comfortable, neck should be comfortable. We're going to do that once more, putting that all together into a round, coming out of abdo prep as you want. So finding that center, breathing in to engage your core, coming up with awareness into double tabletop. Breathing in to hold, breathing out, floating into abdo prep. Breathing in to prepare, breathing out. Start with single legs. Coming into continuous leg movement. If you want, we've got 30 seconds. Resting at any point that you need, going into single leg movement as you need, drawing those ribs down, breathing in and out, engaging that core muscle. We're not throwing our legs around, there's great awareness in our body. It's breathing, coming to a rest, lower down. Well done. So from here, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So when we're on our hands and knees, have awareness through those hands, just looking at gently activating all of the fingers, making sure we're not resting into the heel of our hands. Elbows slightly soft, feet grounded on the floor. We're going to just do some nice cat-cow stretches. So breathing in, as we breathe out, tailbone tucks under, abdominals lift up. Small of your back comes up to the ceiling, then your upper back and your chin becomes heavy and rests on your chest. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, tailbone tucks up to the ceiling. Gently feeling that slight connection with your shoulder blades and lovely length through the front of the neck. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, tucking that tailbone under, really feeling that movement through the spine. Chin goes onto your chest. Enjoying that feeling as we engage our core as we breathe in and we breathe out. Taking that moment of stillness. through this advanced class, coming back to the breath, releasing any tension. Last round. And then coming back to centre. From here, we're going to think about our control as well as some stability. So the watch point here is we're trying not to rock a lot on the mat. We're trying not to really hinge with our low back. So all the time being aware of our centre. You may see me looking up, but I'd love a long neck, looking down between our hands, elbows soft. So working our glutes a little bit here, but also working our control and our stability. Checking that your hands are underneath your shoulders, and at any point you need to rest your wrists, please do. But if we're active through our whole of our fingers, as if we're slightly gripping, it does help. Breathing in to engage, breathe out. We're going to just lengthen away. We're going to imagine that there are strings stretching us out through the body. We're just going to start off with this level, noticing as you change sides, can you stay centered through the mat? Your leg will only extend as far as you can control. So it's not about having a perfectly straight leg. It's about extending as you can control. One more before we go into the next progression. So the next time we're going to hold the leg and we're going to pulse. So we're going to pulse the leg from the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Breathing in to engage. Breathing out. Lengthen. Just breathe in and out. Pulse. So we're pulsing from our hip for 3, 2, 1. And then we're holding. It's going to work the shoulder as well. Keep that elbow soft. Change with awareness. Having control as we change is a really important part of this exercise. Lengthen as we breathe away and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Breathing in and out, core engaged. And down. Change sides. Lengthening, think about your stability. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Ground through that foot. Use the rest of the hand. One more round. Lengthening. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Last change and pulse. Keep that core engaged and hold. And down, a little bit of arm work there. Sitting back onto your heels, stretching those arms out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Having a lie down onto your back again. From here, we're going to come into our shoulder bridge series. So warming up the spine, the reverse of cat-cow, slight pressure through the heels, breathing in to engage. Breathing out, just rolling up. We're going to really imagine our spine is rolling up bone by bone. Keeping softness in the front of the hips, softness in the spine. It's not as high as a yoga bridge. Making sure your head and neck are relaxed as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we lower down. Some people don't use a head block as they do this, so just do what feels comfortable. Breathing in to engage, breathing out. Just rolling up. Breathing in to hold, breathe out. Noticing, how do your toes feel? Are they soft? Can your knees stay in line with your hips? Does it feel smooth as you're rolling up? Can you feel your bottom very gently tighten at this point? Breathing in, breathing out, always just checking your neck. Let's do one more. If you want to stretch your upper back, you can in the last couple. Just allowing your arms to go back. This is optional. And then allow your arms to come back down. One more. It may feel quite nice after being in that hands and knees box position. And then lower back down. At any time you need to rest, just come back into that exercise. But we're going to come up into bridge. So breathe in, engage, breathe out, rolling up. Very simple exercise to start off with. I'm going to show you my hands. Our knees are going to go in and out, not too far. We're not going all the way out. So we're just going to breathe out, breathing in. What happens as your legs go out? Can you feel that your bottom wants to drop a little bit? Can you feel it lift as you come back to center? Can you visualize kind of a little candle underneath the bottom, keeping your glutes lifted? Do you take tension through the rest of your body as you do this? Can you be aware of that pelvic floor engaging, that little wire muscle that we've talked about in the technique videos? Breathing in and out. Just warming up through those glutes, not too strong. Resting if you're starting to feel that they're really fatiguing. And then just picking up as you need. Got 10 more to go. Checking the toes. Lots of people get toe cramp in Pilates. Just keep checking your toes. 3 more. 2. Just a little activation through the glutes at the moment. And down. Just noticing how that felt. Did one side of your body fatigue a bit quicker? As always, having a stretch. So the next bridge variation we're going to do is really looking at our control, trying not to rock side to side versus just showing that we can do the higher level exercise. So all the time, have an awareness as if there's a tray of drinks resting on your hip, resting as you need throughout this exercise. So breathe in to engage, breathe out, just roll up into bridge. Candles underneath your bottom. Now, the side that isn't moving, you're going to really visualize. So if I'm going to keep this side down and lift this leg, this side has the candle under. So we're trying not to drop back down. So I'm going to breathe in to hold, breathe out, float into single tabletop, lower down as I breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. How still can you be? Check the tension in your upper body. If you feel very in control, come into this variation. Float, lengthen, single tabletop back. Single tabletop lengthen, single tabletop back. Breath work. So you're breathing in to engage. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. Keep going, maybe not lengthening. If you feel that you lose control as you lengthen, please just come into single tabletop. Notice how active are you through your hands, how active are you through your upper body. Resting as you need, maybe going slower, giving yourself time to really mindfully put that foot down. You often see in advanced classes that people are rushing the exercise. Control is our friend. It makes us work harder. It makes us aware of all those lovely muscles that need to work. Doing well, keep engaging that core, keep breathing. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Last round, as still as you can be, taking your time, and down and lower. Stretch however you feel comfortable. Maybe having a little twist, side to side. Whatever it is you like that feels nice right now. Then come back to center. From here, we're going to come up onto hands and knees again. We're going to move our head blocks out the way. We're going to come into some plank work. There is another video about modifications if your arms are sore or your hands are sore. So just have a look and you can do some of those variations. So we're going to start off in that nice box position, checking our hands, checking our elbows, checking our center spine. Again, if I look up, it's because I'm just trying to speak to you a little bit more easily. So we're going to start off with level 1. We're going to breathe in to engage. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to breathe out. We're going to hover about the size of a marshmallow off the mat, a nice large marshmallow. So breathing out, hover, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as we breathe in and out. We're going to lower our toes, stretch out our feet. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in to engage, breathe out and hover, and then in and out. Down. Stretching your wrists as you want. And once more, breathing in to engage and breathing out. And down. At any point, you can come back to that exercise, but we're going to take our hands further forwards. You may find that you do one and you have to adjust because you just don't feel like they're quite in the right place, but just in front of your shoulders is ideal. We're going to breathe in to engage. As we breathe out, come up into box. Breathe in to hold, breathe out, come forwards, dropping down, long through the head and neck. Breathing in and out. In and out. Next time we breathe in, coming back into box, having a stretch. Coming back, breathing in to engage, breathing out, hovering, breathing in, hold, breathe out, come forwards, breathing in and out, long through the head and shoulders, space between the ear and the neck. Active through the hands, breathing in, coming back and down. Breathing in to engage, breathing out, hover, breathe in to hold, breathe out. Breathing in, coming back and down. Always checking our breath work, trying not to brace, long through the head and neck, breathing in to engage, breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out. Next breath in, coming back, lowering down, and then last one. Breathe in to engage, breathe out, hover, breathe in to hold, breathe out. Going for 10. 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, coming back and down. From here, come and have a lie down on your side. Have your head blocks with you, just depending on how you feel. So from here, lying on our side, we can rest our head, if you have neck problems, just on your blocks. Depending on how comfortable you feel, you can have your arm, just move this behind. You can have your arm up here. Sometimes it's a bit forward, sometimes it's a bit back. We're going to come into a clam series now, finding that nice center, working our hip abductor muscle. So we're going to breathe in to engage, we're going to breathe out, we're going to hover. Long through the waist as if we've got a little Malteser. We're going to start with a bit of a warm up. We're going to breathe in, engage again, breathe out, open, lengthen. Breathing in. Breathing out.